Walter Jaffe, co-founder of Whitebird.
I'm Paul King, co-founder of Whitebird.
Okay.
The only one missing is the bird, Barney.
Barney is 24 years old. He's a Gotham's cockatoo.
And he's the CEO of Whitebird.
Call him the CEO.
Okay. He's the boss. We met each other, next month will be 30 years that we've been together. We're going to celebrate in London, actually. But we met when we lived in New York. And so we wanted to do something together, and we didn't know if that would be German pastries or what, but and we decided to leave New York. So we went to 8 different cities, smaller cities, to see which one felt most comfortable for us, and Portland was the place we chose. 15 years ago we moved here.
We knew no one here, had no connections. We simply came here and basically fell in love with the city. But at that time was 1996 when we moved here. Portland was not that well known on the East Coast. Things have changed a lot in the last 15 years, certainly, as far as the recognition of Portland as one of the most culturally alive cities in the United States. Food-wise, it's become one of the major food cities in the U.S. But we knew none of that at the time.
The Guardian, I don't know if you know this, but the Guardian newspaper in London just named Portland one of the 5 best places to live in the world. We started with a Portland-based artist, and then did 6 dance companies, altogether 6 dance companies, and it was a subscription. We had 760 subscribers the first year, and at the end of that season, we brought Mikhail Baryshnikov with White Oak, and we said, if you renew your subscription or newly subscribe, you'll get advanced priority seating to White Oak with Misha. And we went from 760 to 1,800 subscribers in 1 year, and we still have over 1,800 subscribers. We have a 74% renewal rate on our subscriptions, which is 7% higher than a year ago.
And then another sort of important date was in the year 2000, 2001, we started a second series. But we felt that we also needed to present smaller dance companies, emerging artists, maybe a little bit more challenging work that was not suitable for a huge concert hall. So we partnered with Portland State University and Lincoln Hall, which is 460 seats. We started a series called the Whitebird PSU Dance Series, PSU meaning Portland State, at Lincoln Hall, and it was in a way a tribute to the heritage, the history of dance, contemporary dance. And that second series, we do 4 companies each year in a smaller theater, the Lincoln Hall. And it took a while for it to get started, but it's really become a very important part of what we do. We do a whole range of companies with sort of more recognized companies such as Paul Taylor, Alvin Ailey, and others. Then we do small companies. Commissioned 29 works over the 14 years that we've been in operation. And for us, commissioning is a very important piece of what we do. And every time we present a Portland company, and we've done probably about 8 of them now, we commission work, which means we give them money to create.
It's a good question. In the 1970s, in the United States, there were 36 presenters that did only dance, only contemporary dance. There now are 13. So we lost over 20 over those years. We are the sole dance-only presenter west of the Rocky Mountains. In all of the western states, we're the only one that does only dance. And so it's unique. And so we're a little bit lonely in this world, and there aren't as many partners for us to work with to bring dance. We do 12 dance companies every year. That's more than any other any other organization, whether it be university or performing arts center. Nobody brings 12 dance, one organization. So it's a lot, and it's become a struggle since the economic downturn. And there's just less dance being supported. But we haven't changed. We still have 12 dance companies every year. We still have our artistic vision. We haven't made it more commercial to draw audiences. And we still have all of our community engagement programs. So we don't want to be part of the downward spiral of since 2008 and the economic troubles.
We've been in Paris. The French Cultural Affairs and the French Consulate in New York helped support a trip of ours to France it was during the World Cup. It was 2006, because remember France and Italy played in the final in the World Cup. But we were in Montpellier, and then we went to Avignon, went to Marseille, we were in Paris. We've seen a lot of French work. We have presented Lyon Opera Ballet twice. We presented Maggie Moran, presented Ballet Biarritz. We are presenting this year Compagnie Käfig, which is based outside Paris, Créteil. This is actually the one and only U.S. stop of the company. They're doing a Canadian tour, and they're coming down, and then they're going back to Canada. And
Compagnie Käfig is a company that I saw the last time I was invited to France and was supported by the government, which was 2 years ago, right?
It was a year ago last fall.
So, and I went, I stayed in Paris, but I saw a lot of work, met artists in studios, went to Créteil, went to different choreographic centers, really had an immersion in French work. And that's really the way it works, is that we develop a relationship, we see work live, we're able to meet the artists and have a chance to get a feeling of who they are. But we love the French work. I mean, I saw so many interesting things when I was there, and I would love to be able to go there more often. Paris there's so much happening in Lyon and Paris and Marseille and all over the country, and really a lot of great talent there that's being supported.
The idea of having choreographic centers scattered throughout the country for us is a dream. And that would be fantastic for us to be able to do that in the United States. Yeah. But to have that support, to have those centers and the work that's created and the support that is given to all those artists to create that kind of work is really amazing.
Well, I'd love to invite everyone to come to Portland.
Yes.
And see what makes the city great. It's really a wonderful place to live. I think Wally and I, speaking for both of us, we feel so fortunate to be here. Having lived in New York City for 17 years, we feel like we really found a place that we can call home, and a place that supports people that have vision and new ideas. And it's not easy being green. It rains a lot here, but it's just a beautiful place. And so come and visit us, and we'll come and visit you.
I'll just add, we have great wine. And I mean, the Pinot Noir is actually very famous here now. We have great beer. We have more breweries in Portland than any other city in the world. The food cart scene is unbelievable.
There's 600 food carts in
So
Portland.
if you have any interest in food, and if you have any interest in dance, come to Portland. And any interest in the arts, and of course, we would very much love to meet you, and our Whitebird would even more love to meet all of you as well.
And many people speak French here.
That's true.
Mais oui.